Hey guys, TC here from the Christian Gaming Channel, bringing you a brand new episode of Mario Kart Wii. And today we'll be finally finishing off 50cc. And I felt it was appropriate we use Mario and the classic dragster. I don't know, I just felt like it was a good combination. The stats are pretty well balanced as well for what it is. And since we are finishing, obviously we're going to be doing a special cup. First off with Dry Ruins. As far as desert stages go, it's one of the more interesting ones at least. I mean, if you're Dry Desert, I think, is the one from Double Dash. That one's an absolute classic for me anyways. Again, the name of the one escaped me, but the one for DS is pretty good too. And this one is as well. Did Mario Kart actually have its own desert course? I don't actually think I know. Guess it's been that long since the playdate. Anyways, we have a bullet bill. And I'm going to hold on to this bullet bill for as long as I can in case of a blue shell. And I already know what's going to happen because this is post-commentary. But, for the sake of, suspense, we're just going to hold on to it for now. And wall bonk and get a speed boost at the same time. I feel like that's a good, ability. Unlike the blooper. Blooper doesn't seem very effective, at least in this game. I think it still does reduce your traction stat, but I don't think that really matters much with how wide these roads are, so I guess we've got that much going for us. I wonder if the bump up to 12 players influenced the width of the roads. Kinda how 24 players semi-influenced the newest Mario Kart. Again, I don't own a Switch 2 nor do I plan on purchasing one, but I have seen gameplay. Some of the tracks look normal and then some of them look obscenely wide. So, make of that what you will. It's nice to see the swoopers come back too. If only for the fact that they're a Super Mario World enemy. Obviously, it's my favorite Mario game, so it's always nice to see it. Also, kind of neat how those pillars and ruins have Mario, Luigi, Toad, and I think Daisy's logos on it, maybe Yoshi's. Makes you wonder if this is actually truly a ancient ruin or if it's just something manufactured for the Mario Kart racing organization, I guess. You can see I used that bullet bill earlier to avoid the red shell as well. That was the entire use of that thing. A very quick red shell damage. And that sand is still piling up. Yeah, it just kind of progressively gets larger and larger the more the laps go on. That's about all I've got to say about that. I mean, it's not really a hazard, it's more of a shortcut deterrent than anything. But we didn't need it, thank the Lord. We got first place. I really do like the look of this dragster. I'm slowly expanding out to more vehicles and getting comfortable with them than just my Wild Wing / I forget the name of the inside drift bike for the medium weight class. Mach Bike? Yeah, I think it's Mach Bike. Mach Bike and Wild Wing. My two go-tos, but I'm expanding out a little bit at a time. Also expanding out would be Moonview Highway. This place is kind of a large map, although it's more or less just an oval-ish shape with a melted top, I guess. Nothing too complicated. Most of the difficulty comes from the track not the track itself, but the track hazards. Mostly the cars, but you also have bomb cars. I think you have bomb cars in this version? I could be entirely wrong. That might be Mario Kart 8 I'm thinking of. Oh, no wait, there's a bomb car. Yeah, the bomb cars are probably your biggest danger. The smaller vehicles do damage you or flatten you, but the bomb car will launch you in the air. Which, technically, I think that takes up more time. Not fairly certain on it. But there's a truck from Coconut Mall, there's one from Moo Moo Meadows. And do a trick that kind of didn't really matter much because we lost all of our speed in the off-road. I mean, the scaling kind of feels right, for the most part. I mean, if you look at it that way, Mario's size doesn't look too off compared to the cars. Also, why are Shy Guy and Bowser Jr. faces all over the walls? I mean, this is clearly not a Koopa Troopa territory. It's more of a Mushroom Kingdom territory, which makes you wonder why they have their faces plastered on the walls. Also, I think I saw a speed limit sign at the start of that tunnel that said 90. Now, if that's 90 kilometers or 90 miles an hour, I don't know. I would hope it's miles per hour, but I'm fairly certain anything in this game is probably measured in kilometers. Which I don't understand any of the metric system. I know, typical American, but I'm happy with my freedom units. They feel more appropriate for real-world usage, more than the scientific usage the metric system is for. Oh yeah, 90. And there's another 90 sign. I really wonder what that 90 sign says. I wonder if I could find that texture somewhere and read it. If it even has any legible stuff. Looks like we are about ready to get another win, thanks to the Lord. Genuinely though, I only do good because God is the one helping me play this game, playing it through me in a way, in that sense. I most definitely cannot manage to do this on my own at times. Mainly because I get infuriated with how spammy and rubber bandy the CPUs can get in the later CCs. So, take the grace period while I can, I suppose. 2 graces. Grace in the fact that I don't have to deal with severe rubber banding yet, and grace by the Lord's grace. And I got smacked by a green shell. That's okay. I don't know how much processing power that terrain wobbling takes up. Also, just specifically bomb Toad, even though I was trying to get rid of the crowd. I mean, Toad is technically one of the competitors, I think, right now. One of the main rivals, so I guess that works out. I think there was a Connect set based on this track, actually. If I remember correctly. People my age might remember that. The Mario Kart Wii Connects toy sets. They were not very common to come by, but they were really neat. I think I got a had at one point a whole track based off of that. You had like Yoshi and Mario with a bike, if I'm not mistaken. Possibly Luigi, I don't remember. It was a long time ago. But yeah, neat little Connect sets. Had moving parts and the like. Way before LEGO ever did anything with the Mario Kart franchise. And arguably, I think Connects did a better job. Good thing we had those 3 bananas. Those are basically 3 defense shots, barring any mishaps. Like a blue shell. Yeah, that would do it. Blue shell and inked, but thankfully we didn't get powered at least. Do the CPUs even try dodging the POW? That's a very good question. I don't have the answer for. That seems like something more appropriate for a Mario Kart professional. What's the word? A competitive player, a Mario Kart Wii competitive player. Those guys probably know a whole lot more about Mario Kart Wii than I ever would. So I imagine they probably know. Also, Showtime. That sign makes you think of those fireworks places that you see on the interstates. Actually, I think there's one called Showtime, actually. That's probably a really common name for a fireworks shop, though. Head through the castle one more time. Through the weird terrain deformation area. I wonder how many Mario coins that place takes to build for this specific racing event. I know that's been a thing that a lot of YouTubers have gone over before in the past. Like how Mario Kart organization would make money and blah blah blah. I'm just kind of curious how much it would cost to build one of these tracks in-universe. I don't think anyone's ever gone over how much it costs to build a track. I think they've gone over profitability and legality of some of the tracks, and even safety standards, but never how much the track costs to build. I don't know. Seems like an interesting concept in theory. And I went over this whole thing without even really talking that much about Bowser's Castle because it's Bowser's Castle. I don't personally care for them. And that's probably in large part due to OCD, but I digress. And here we are, Rainbow Road. Probably the most popular Rainbow Road to ever exist. Is it my favorite? No, I'd have to get that to Double Dash or DS. With a lot more heavy leaning towards Double Dash. But Wii is still good. And I had to do a brief pause right there because, let's just put it this way. German Shepherd was potentially doing things he shouldn't be doing. But I digress, we have Starbits. Still kind of impressed that's actually based on a real-life candy. I don't know if I've ever tried though. I think that'd be way too sweet. And you can't pound me because I fell off the map. Towards what looks like to be an Arctic region of the Mario planet. Maybe that's where Ice Ice Outpost takes place. That giant mass of ice. Although if I could get a good look at that planet, it might actually just be based on Earth. Like, the geography and everything. Kind of hard to tell from this angle. I mean, it wouldn't be the first time Nintendo's done that. They've used literally the exact, NASA, if I'm not mistaken, imagery of the Earth from satellite. So it wouldn't really surprise me if Nintendo used that in this game too. I think an interesting concept for this Rainbow Road would be to have some asteroids occasionally hitting it. Provide a bit more of an active course hazard to avoid. Kind of of a challenge mode in a way. Not as a standard map thing. But we didn't really have a challenge mode per se. I mean, it had a mission mode thing at one point, kind of like what DS did, but it was kind of time limited and not in the base game, which was a real shame, honestly. Having more single-player content in anything is just a good option, in my opinion. I mean, CTR, Crash Team Racing, and Diddy Kong Racing, they both did an adventure mode for single player. So that, well, you know, the single player has something to do. You know, you unlock stuff. It's just a good, fun time. Granted, I have far more years of experience with CTR than I do with Diddy Kong Racing, but still. I think that kind of gameplay style should really make a comeback. And it's a shame no Mario Kart has really ever tried to attempt that. I mean, the closest we got was DS, but even then, mission mode is no adventure mode to say the least. Yeah, I'm kind of running out of stuff to talk about. I'm fairly certain I've covered most anything I wanted to talk about. And most, if not all of this, was spontaneous anyway, so I guess that kind of makes sense that I ran out of ideas. I mean, the galaxy-looking thing in the background's kind of neat. As soon as the camera turns to the left, and the road doesn't obstruct the view. Which, of course, it's going to. And hopefully... Oh yeah, you can see like a very small piece of it. And now it's gone. Well, it was there. It was nice to look at. Let's see, Toad. See? I knew it. Toad was one of the competitors. And he's using the... Tiny Giant? Debatably? And Peach is there too. I don't really care about her. Oh well. Anyways, you guys are going to be viewing the credits sequence, but I know I can't hold a conversation through all that, so thank you guys for watching this episode. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Remember, Christ is King and Jesus loves you. Bye!